Hi guys, welcome to Tech Geek. So again we are back with another Leetcode question. That's a Leetcode medium question. Non-decreasing array. So this is the basic daily challenge question which we have. Let's see what the question asks. So before that, I'd like to request you all to please like, share and subscribe to my channel. If there are any queries regarding any interview experience or any coding interview question or any online assessment, anything, please let me know in the comment box. Okay, so let's see what the question says. The question says we are given a number of array, that's nums, with n integers. Your task is to check whether the array could become non-decreasing or modifying at most one, like whether it is already or we modify at least one. That's just at most one, only one element max. We define an array as non-decreasing if nums of I is less than or equal to I plus 1. That means indirectly you are saying the array should be in ascending order. We have been given examples like 4 to 3. If we remove this 4 and make it 1 or 0, we'll get it increasing. That's the non-decreasing one. Then again getting 4 to 1. This is totally decreasing. So if you want to change this in non-decreasing, we need to change these. So that is, it's greater than 1. So in this case, it won't be applicable. Let's look at the example and see what we could do. Now looking at the general question, what comes in our mind is what we could do is we could make a loop that's from I to nums dot length minus 1 and we'll compare the two consecutive. That's if nums of I is greater than nums of I plus 1. That means it's in non-decreasing, so we'll increase the counter by 1. If the counter is greater than 1, then return false. If the counter is less than 1, or equal to 1, in that case it's true, right? That is what comes in our mind because this was true. Let's see how this one would work, the approach I told right now, and whether it's good or not. So initially we'll compare these two. Is 4 greater than 2? Yes. So C was initially 0. Okay, now it would become, you can write C or modified anything. Now coming the I is incremented, I will compare 2 and 3. Is 2 greater? No. Okay, fine. Now coming out of the loop, we'll check. Is C equals to 1? Yes. That means only one modification is required, 1 or less than 1. That means return true. So, okay, this would work. Now talking about this, will this particular condition work in all cases? Like this is the basic naive approach, if you could say. Will this work in all solutions? So the answer here is no. Why? Let's see this particular example. Let's compare. Again take C as 0. Okay. We'll compare. Is 3 greater than 4? No. C will stay 4. Coming here. Is 4 greater than 2? Yes. Make it 1. Again, is 2 greater than 3? No. C is 1. That means according to this, if we change it to 1 or some less number, this should be in increasing order. But still it's not because 3 is still greater. Otherwise we need to loop it again and this can go here if we take loops again and again. So this particular test case would fail the basic naive approach. So that means we need to do something like we need to compare not just the two, we need to compare three elements, that is previous, present and future. That's I minus 1, I and I plus 1. That's what we need to keep in mind, right? So let's look at this approach for now. What we'll do, we'll take modified as 0. Let me introduce here as M. We'll do the changes here too. And we'll keep a track of the previous two. Okay, so here the previous is nums dot 0 because we're beginning I with 1. So previous here would be, 3. That's nums dot 0. Now we are having a loop nums dot I, that's 4. Is 4 less than 3? No. So first if fails. So what we'll do, if the if fails, that nums dot I is not less than previous. Okay, that means it's great. So what we'll do, we'll store previous with nums. So this becomes 4 now. Again comparing the same. Now I is 2, coming here. Is 2 less than previous? Yes. Now we'll come inside this if modified plus plus is equals to 1. Modified plus plus is equals to 1. That is, first we'll check is it equal? No. After that we'll compare. So now modify is 1. Okay. If I is greater than or equal to 2 and nums of I minus 2. I is 2, right? Nums of I minus 2, that's this, is greater than nums dot I. Yes. Continue. Coming to the next one. Again we'll change this previous to nums dot I. Now coming to this, now 3 and previous is 2. Okay. Is nums dot I less than previous? No. Not in this case because this is greater. So we'll make previous as nums, that is 3. Okay, so this is a thing we need to keep in mind, and yeah, here when we compared we'll get this as false. Now when we came here, is modified plus plus is equals to 1? Yes. Return false. So that is what a condition knows. Like if in this case we are getting two alternatives, this is what we did. So that means in this case this is not possible because we are having two particular checkings. Okay. And if talked about the solution, so we are iterating, or you can say traversing the array once, so it's order of n. If in case there are any doubts with the solution, any test case that you're failing, please let me know. I'll be there to help you out. Till then, keep following technique and do let me know if there is something in the comment.